Hello, people of the web, and welcome back to Dragon's Lair. Last episode, I was talking about a big project, and I want to get that done this time. Problem was that I needed mangrove, and mangrove was nowhere to be found. So here I am, one stream in, 58,000 blocks from spawn. I found some mangrove. Now, the original plan was to grab a few propagules and grow more back at the base. But with the amount here, it probably makes more sense just to grab loads and then not need to plant it back at base. I'm never going to come back here. Who cares if I leave a mess? I despise mangrove trees. It's a very strong word, but all of the wood grows very erratically. I struggle to find out where it is. And whilst I'm trying, I end up digging loads of leaves off. Because I have silk touch, I fill up my pockets with leaves. And I have no use for leaves. Makes me wonder why I chose mangrove. And then I remember, I didn't choose mangrove. Impish Fox did. We can blame her later. You know the expression, suffer today so that tomorrow you can be free? Well, that is very much in my mind right now. I want to get as much mangrove as possible so that I can avoid ever needing to do this again. That's right. I want to have this done and not have to come back to a mangrove for probably years. Might seem a bit extreme, but yes, that's how much I hate it. Oh, and it's raining. I've also decided to do something that I may regret. You see, it took me an entire stream to get here, and there is a very quick way to get home. You see, if I put all of my stuff in Ender chest... Oh, gunpowder. I put all of my stuff in Ender chest and let myself perish, I can end up back home in an instant. However, since this server started 2 months ago, I've had 2 deaths. One was on pretty much day 1, and the other one was relatively recently. Ooh. Nope, I don't need to go down there right now. I might explore later. So I've decided to try and keep my death count low for now, which means I'm going to have to fly 58,000 blocks home. There's another stream just because I needed mangrove wood. Do you understand why I'm dissing Impish Fox? She made me do this. I need gunpowder. And a mouth of arrows. Hopefully, this is enough mangrove that I never need to do it again, but to be doubly sure, I got an extra shulker box. So, we'll be good. I'm going to do a trip, I think it's in that direction, 58,000 blocks to get home, so that's my stream for tonight. When we get back, we'll have loads of loot. I need to get that gunpowder. Rockets are kind of important in order to fly that far, and ow! I'm burning. Ow! Ow! No! Maybe not. Maybe we just leave it. Tactical retreat. 1, 2, and then if I could just tempt one, just one of you. You don't need to both cut. Oh. No. I haven't got knocked back on this looting sword. Oh, darn it! And exactly 1 stream later, I arrived back home. We've sorted through all of the random junk and put it away, which means my ender chest now has some empty shulkers ready to go. I left the valuable stuff in this chest so I can share it with you. This is my loot from traveling 58,000 blocks and back. I got over 100 diamond ore. I'm looking forward to breaking these. I even stumbled into 7 ocean monuments and just killed the one in the crown room each time. I got 7 sponges. It's not a lot, but it's something, and having 7 sponges can be really, really useful. At some point, I'll conquer an ocean monument. 7 for now will do. We also found a woodland mansion, so I got a Vex armor trim, several other things. I'm going to tidy them away with the rest of my armor trims, because right now I'm not looking to decorate my armor, but I'm keeping hold of all this stuff as and when I do. You may notice that my Minecraft skin has been revamped. Thanks, Jumpy. Looks awesome. Let me in. Okay. Much better. Anyway, how many did we get? 4 and a bit stacks. That's 30 diamond blocks plus 7 spare. I will take it. I'll put it in the very, very obvious diamond chest. I'm doing pretty good. I've been looking forward to this build for ages. When I was brainstorming what I wanted Dragon's Lair to be, one of the things I was keen to weave into the world was a reason to travel to different regions and areas. In the past, I've designed and built monolith bases where everything is combined into a mega project, which is great for multiplayer servers and looks very impressive. But if this is truly to be my world, it makes sense to try and inhabit more of it and allow build styles to vary from region to region. The log cabin will be home to my bulk wood storage. Whilst obviously I'll keep some at my generic storage, I'd like to collect and maintain larger quantities so that as and when a build needs a lot of something, I can just grab it and build. I also plan to eventually build an automated bamboo farm here. It's a very limited wood aesthetically, but easy to farm and incredibly useful. And just like that, we have a finished logging cabinet. Sort of. I mean, need to do a little bit of decorating in here, which in a way I want to get done now, but I also want to get this bit dug out so I've got somewhere to start offloading all of my resources. And it should be relatively straightforward. I've put a beacon in the area, so we've got mining haste. That's the word. Not mining haste, just haste. So I want to tidy this bit up so we can have an entrance and then a room with some kind of sorter thing. I brought too much stuff with me, thankfully. I also brought a chest or 2. So we just fill in all these slots with spruce, pointing this way. When I take out the remaining stone, which should be relatively straightforward and easy to do because, well, the haste only works on the stone, doesn't work on the wood. Although mistakes still happen. Darn it. It's my opportunity to look like a professional. Opportunity avoided. Darn it. That's a bit better. We just strip this out. The room will be wider than this. I'm not entirely sure how much wider. We're probably going to go at this point. So we've got a wall going across. It's going to be at least 1 block wider on either side. So we'll start with that. The nice thing about working on projects like this is that you can just kind of go, let's do it with 5, see how it feels. If it's not big enough, we'd make it 7 wide. This feels like a good place to wrap up. Not the video. No. I'm streaming tomorrow and, well, figuring out how I want to do storage in here would suit well to a stream. People can help me do the redstone, and then the next clip that you will see, this will be complete and looking amazing. Well, acceptable. Hopefully amazing. Good news! The stream has finished. I've been productive, and we know this because there are several shulkers on the ground full of just random junk that needs to be sorted. I've done most of it. It was all stone and bits and pieces because I've been digging. I'll show you. There. Wait, he went in. He shut me out! Let me in. I don't want to be inside. I just don't want you to shut me out. It's rude. There. That's the second time I've done this video. But, you know, I keep doing it. Sure, I could keep the villagers out of my house, but that's effort. They could just not come in. Anyway, as we fly over to the log cabin, looking glorious still. It's so beautiful and such a good setting for it. Part of the reason why I wanted to over here. That could have been smoother. We'll use the stairs. So you've seen this. Nothing's changed here. At some point, I need to put some furniture in here. I'll get Impish to join me at some point. We'll do it on stream and it'll just be chill and I'll have an excuse to spend some time with her. I could build myself, but I'd rather spend time with Impish if I can find an excuse to. But at the bottom of the stairs, we now have a room. In fact, it's quite impressive considering it's all one stream. So we have an input chest. If I grab spruce out here, I should have brought some wood with me, and we put it in. There's an item elevator at the back, which I'm now picking things up from. Spits of the items out, flowing water pushes it across, along, round, and back. Let's head up here. Filtering system. This has been done back to front so that I could use ice work there and have things flow across the ice. Otherwise, you'd need to have a gap. And yeah, this was the best way of doing it. Anything that doesn't get filtered out into these hoppers for the different woods ends up over here where it flows out to that hopper. It's very straightforward, very basic, but it's working and I'm really happy with it. Let's seal that up. Boopity boop. And we also dug out this area. I was intending to bring you in with this kind of implied rather than mostly built. Maybe like 3 or 4 blocks deep and go, yeah, look, this will be built at some other point. But I've dug out the room. My next step is to put bamboo on every tile, dig out underneath and have some hopper minecarts running through here. And then I need to build a flying machine to cut all the bamboo automatically. So there's a fair bit more work left to be done, but I've done so much more than I expected to have done. And it's producing bamboo, just in a very manual way at the moment. So I'm sure during the next week or so I'll have a stream in here where I put the hopper minecarts in and design a flying machine. I haven't done a flying machine for a long time, so I might need to look that up before I go live. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm proud of it. It feels good. It looks good. Thank you very much for watching. If you could give a like on the video, it would be hugely appreciated. It helps support me and might encourage other people to come in and check out my content. There will be a link in the description also for Impish Fox. So if you could click that, give her a subscription as well, and you can check out her next video. Because frankly, she does some amazing work, and it's not just here in my world. She has her own own solo world, and she's a member of other SMPs, so you can check out her stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.